Welcome to the 1986 FIFA World Cup. We're taking a look at how the results may have looked if all countries involved had the same amount of wealth and population. Of course, different countries may have qualified under those circumstances, but we're working with what we got. So our first match is Bulgaria versus Italy. It was a tie, but Bulgaria is going to win it on the economic disparity bonus to start off the tournament, and Bulgaria is beating Italy. Take a look at this rating. It's a mix of winning percentage and score difference percentage. Next, second game was Canada versus France. France won. We're using real scores. We're just making the economic adjustment afterwards. So Canada gets 0.5 due to population difference, but France still pulls away with the win. That really only helps you, well, it does help you for score difference, but it also helps you in an instance of a draw. You'll get the win. The next game, Spain versus Brazil. Brazil won 0-1. Brazil now in first place on the rating. Argentina versus South Korea. Argentina walloped South Korea in match 4 of 52. No economic difference, or not enough to make to be listed anyway. So the final score 3-1, and Argentina is in second on the rating, right below Brazil. That's a kind of a technicality because of the score against is 0. Eurasia versus Hungary. Eurasia, also known as Soviet Union, totally wins this game. Hungary's going to get 1 for economic disparity, mostly population difference, and the final is going to be 6-1, and Eurasia will take a second place. Morocco versus Poland. Ended in a draw in 1986, but Morocco gets 0.5 goals. That's what I'm talking about right there. It will help you greatly when there's a draw. And Morocco in third place, Poland down in 8th. Algeria versus Northern Ireland. 1-1. Northern Ireland is so small they're going to get a half goal and take the win. And they're in 6th, Algeria in 7th. Brazil winning it right now. Belgium versus Mexico. Match 8. 1-2 was the final score in 1986. Belgium won't even get anything. So final score 1-2. And Mexico starts off with a win, and they're tied in 5th now with Bulgaria and France. Belgium tied in 8th with Canada and Italy. Portugal versus England, 1-0 in favor of Portugal. They're going to get a whole goal, I think. Yeah, they're going to get a whole goal, and the final score after economics is considered is 2-0. And they take the lead over Brazil in first place. Paraguay versus Iraq. Paraguay wins 1-0. They also get a whole goal, really? Wow, that's surprising, but they do, and 2-0 is going to be the final. That will put Paraguay tied in first with Portugal now. They both have the same rating. Uruguay versus West Germany. 1-1. Uruguay's easily going to win this on the economic disadvantage. And the final score is going to be 2-1. You're going to put Uruguay in 6th with 3 other countries, and West Germany is going to be down in 9th. Keep our cursor over here. Next game, Scotland versus Denmark. Denmark wins 0-1. There's no difference on the economics. So Denmark is going to be tied in 2nd with Brazil, and Scotland will be down in 13th with Spain. Next game, Italy versus Argentina. Italy needs this one, but they draw, and I think Argentina back then is going to get a half goal. They will. So Argentina will stay in 5th place, it looks like, but Italy is in 9th now. I think they actually went up from that because they had a loss last time. So, oh wait, no, yeah, they did. So next game, South Korea versus Bulgaria, ended in a draw in real life, and Bulgaria is going to get a half goal for economic difference, and they're going to take the win. Bulgaria now in 7th alone, right below Uruguay, Mexico, and France. Next game, France, Eurasia. This game could change that. Oh, it ended in a draw. France is actually going to get a half goal for economic disparity because of the immense size of the Soviet Union, and they're going to barely scrape away with that win. France in 7th, Soviet Union in 8th. Hungary versus Canada. Hungary wins 2-0, and they're definitely going to get a bonus here too as well. No, so Hungary, after that huge loss, opening loss, is now back up to 10th place, and Canada's down in 16th. Iraq in last place, and Iraq and England, I should say, tied in last place. Brazil versus Argentina. Brazil wins 1-0. Algeria gets a half goal, but that's not going to be enough, and Brazil will come away with a win. But their rating is going to go down because of the score difference percentage, and they're now below Morocco, but still above Argentina. England versus Morocco. 0-0, but Morocco's going to win it on the economic disadvantage. A terrible game for England, a great game for Morocco. And Morocco now moves up to second, taking the lead over Denmark. They're just right behind Paraguay and Portugal, who are tied in first. Next game, Mexico versus Paraguay. Big one for Paraguay. And they do it. They pull it off. They get the tie. And they're going to, since their population is so much tinier than Mexico, they're going to get a whole goal. And Paraguay will win it 1-2, but it doesn't really help the rating, it looked like, because of the score difference percentage, which is very important in this competition. Okay, Northern Ireland versus Spain. Spain wins it, but I think Northern Ireland is going to get a whole goal. They are an extremely small country, and the game is going to end in a draw, technically. Poland versus Portugal. Poland actually pulls off a huge upset. Huge upset. And Portugal is now going to go from first all the way down to 9th place, tied with Poland now. That's terrible for Portugal. That's very bad. Huge upset. Iraq versus Belgium. Belgium should easily win this. Well, they don't easily win it. 1-2 on the... Let's see the difference. Oh, Iraq gets a half goal, so Belgium will squeak by with the victory, and they will take 12th place. Iraq down in 19th place. Right below South Korea, above Canada still. West Germany versus Scotland. 2-1. Let's see what the economics say. Oh, they say it's a draw, and West Germany and Scotland will tie, and the result of that is West Germany in 14th, Scotland in 15th. Scotland's tied with Spain in 15th, I should say. Denmark versus Uruguay. Whoa! 6-1! Unbelievable! Uruguay's going to get a half goal, but that's not going to be anywhere close, and that's a terrible game for Uruguay. That's going to put them way down, and Denmark's going to be up in second with a rating of 114.7. Beating Brazil right now, just behind Morocco. Morocco in first place, surprisingly, after 2 games. Crazy. Hungary versus France. France pulls off a huge victory, and that's going to add to the misery of Hungary this tournament, because their score difference is terrible. And France now up in 5th place, below Argentina, above Bulgaria. Eurasia versus Canada. 2-0. Canada's going to get a half goal. Not going to help them much for the economic difference. And Soviet Union is now in 6th, right below France. They take the lead over Bulgaria. South Korea versus Italy. 2-3. Italy wins it. There's going to be a... South Korea will get a half goal, so Italy's going to squeak by with the victory. It'll move them up into 12th. South Korea tied with Algeria in 17th. Argentina versus Bulgaria. 2-0. I think Bulgaria might get a whole goal. No, they'll get a half goal. Either way, they're going to lose it. And Argentina in 4th place with 3 wins and no losses and a score difference percentage of 88.9. Iraq versus Mexico. 0-1. Mexico wins it. Iraq gets a half goal, so Mexico will squeak by with victory. And they're going to move up from 10th, I believe it was, to 9th. Right under Northern Ireland, right above Bulgaria now. Game 30 is Paraguay versus Belgium. Paraguay needs this one. They're in third, but they tie. I think, yeah, they're definitely going to get a half goal, I think. Oh, they get a whole goal. They're very small. And Paraguay, well, actually, they're going to go down in rating because of the scoring difference percentage, but it'll still help them in the long run, that win. So they're in fifth. England versus Poland. England with a huge win. A much-needed win to save themselves from complete embarrassment this tournament. And that will move them up into 12th place. They're still below Northern Ireland. Poland, where's Poland? They're way down in 19th now. Portugal versus Morocco. Morocco with another huge upset. They don't even need the economic difference. They don't have one anyway. And Morocco in second place, right behind Denmark and above Brazil and Argentina and Paraguay. Unbelievable for Morocco right now. 3 wins, no losses. 127, over 127% score difference as Brazil wallops Northern Ireland, which is to be expected. Northern Ireland gets a whole goal, but that's not going to help them, and they're going to move down into 10th, but they're still above England. So that's something. And Brazil in third place with a good rating of 103.8 right now. Algeria versus Spain. Spain wallops them. That's not even close. Spain's not doing too good this tournament in any way. That'll definitely help them out. And they're going to move all the way from the teens up to 8th place. But they're still behind Soviet Union. That's embarrassing, folks. Denmark versus West Germany. Denmark destroys them. That's bad for Germany. They're not having a great tournament either. They're going to fall into 21st place, and Denmark will take number 1 after the group stage. Unbelievable. Denmark and Morocco just upsetting everybody. Scotland versus Uruguay. 0-0. Is there any economic difference on this? There is. Uruguay gets a half goal, so at least they get something, and they end up in 14th place, still trailing Italy. And Scotland down in 18th place. Mexico versus Bulgaria. Mexico with a huge win. They're beating Bulgaria right now, but this is going to put them up even more, I believe. It will. Bulgaria is in 10th, Mexico in 8th place now. Mexico takes the lead over Spain, but still behind the Soviet Union. Soviet Union playing pretty good this tournament, but they did get that big score difference between against Hungary. But Belgium's going to knock them down, and Belgium's going to get a whole goal for economic difference. And the final score is going to be Eurasia 3, Belgium 5. Belgium now in 10th, Soviet Union in 8th. Brazil versus Poland in match 39 here, 4-0. What a victory for Brazil. They really needed it. And that's going to put them up in the tied with second with Morocco. And Poland will be down in 20th place. Argentina versus Uruguay. Argentina wins. Uruguay will get a half goal. That's not going to be enough. Argentina secures third place at least for now. Italy versus France. France doing good, but oh, they win it? Okay. France wins. And now France is in third place. Italy not doing too hot, down on 14th, right below Uruguay and above Hungary. France in third. They're in contention, folks. Morocco versus West Germany. 0-1, but I think there's going to be a huge economic difference here. I think Morocco gets a whole goal for they squeak by with a draw in Germany in 18th. Ouch. Morocco up in 5th, still looking pretty good, even above Paraguay. That's impressive. England versus Paraguay, 3-0. England wipes them out. Paraguay gets a whole goal and a half for economic difference, but they're still going to lose. They'll fall into 7th. And England now up in 10th place. So they're crawling their way up, trying to get up in the standings. Denmark versus Spain. Can Denmark keep it up? They absolutely can't. Spain wipes them out. What a huge scoring difference. Denmark can't hold that position. Spain's going to move up to 6th. Denmark will fall all the way to 5th. And they're probably going to end their tournament, I believe, with 65.3 rating, which is still really good. but a disappointing finish. Brazil versus France. France beats them. Brazil gets a half goal. France will just narrowly win right here, and they'll move up into second place right below Argentina, and Morocco is now in third. Brazil in fourth. Brazil finishes with a rating of 84.8. West Germany versus Mexico, 1-0. What's the economics say? They give Mexico only a half goal. Germany's going to win it. Mexico will be in 9th place. They're going to finish the tournament with a 43 rating. Germany's still way down in 15th, though. Argentina versus England. Argentina wins 2-1. They're going to get, I think, a half goal. Oh, they get a half goal. So they're going to be in first place. France in second, though, and Morocco in third. Brazil fourth, Denmark fifth so far. Game 48, Spain versus Belgium. Belgium wins. That's going to take Spain out of it. They're in sixth, and they're going to fall down. Belgium's in 10th. Spain moves down to 7th. Belgium retains 10th place for now. France versus West Germany. 0-2 Germany. Oh, France. That's going to knock France out of their number 2 position for sure. No economic difference. Or insignificant economic difference. France. All the way down to 5th. Germany moves up to 12th. Argentina keeping that first spot. Argentina versus Belgium. Can Belgium change it? They can't. Argentina with another win. Morocco in second. Brazil in third. Oh, man, what a finish coming up here. Denmark fourth. France fifth. Paraguay honorable mention so far. Belgium versus France. Here it is. Can France retain this? Oh, they can. France. Belgium will get a half goal. That's nothing. It's not going to help at all. France up into 4th place, right above Denmark. Argentina versus West Germany. This is the final, folks. And Argentina wins it. They're going to get a half goal. So Argentina is a rightful world champion according to economics, which is not always the case. Argentina, the rightful world champion, it looks like, according to this data. Germany is not a rightful second place recipient, though, as they are finished the tournament in 13th place, even below Northern Ireland and England. Argentina first, Morocco second, Brazil third, France fourth, Denmark fifth, Paraguay sixth, Spain 7th, Eurasia 8, Mexico 9th, and Northern Ireland 10. Last place, Canada. And these other, South Korea, Iraq, Poland, Algeria, not looking too good either. Thanks for watching, folks. Best rankings in the world, worst announcer in the world.